I love it.
That was my new trick.
You heard the music. You saw the what is that? People with epilepsy, what do they have?
I don't know.
Seizures?
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll
The
happen.
seizure-inducing intro that we have that I never even thought about that. So I think I'm going to change that intro to flash less frequently.
Something less seizure-ish.
Yeah.
Julius Seizure.
At least for the well-being of any watchers. Like, audio listeners don't have to deal with it. Talking to strangers. Antisocial Experience 208. So we have something on the table for today, hopefully. Oh, nice to see you. All of you so far. Hopefully, this makes some sort of sense. Because we're trying to talk about one thing from multiple angles. Do you think that's achievable, doable?
I don't know. Is anything?
Hey, it's Sunday.
It is.
The music played. It's our bad signal whenever it plays. Start talking shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. So I guess we'll jump right in. Never really wait on too much. Unless we have a bunch to catch up on, which we don't. I gotta situate this wire, though. It's gonna make me nuts.
You look like you're about to hang yourself.
Dude, I think it's the hoodie. The hoodie is what's killing it. But I'm not taking it off right now.
Do it every time.
Talking to strangers. And not in the sense of you're a kid and your parents are like, don't talk to strangers, stranger danger. Even though one of the hashtags was don't talk to strangers. But when you're choosing to partake in whatever platform in today's online world, whether it's a visual platform such as YouTube or specifically live streaming Twitch, or audio platforms if you do the thing we do with the RSS feed and where people can subscribe, and when we publish a new episode weekly, it gets handed out to them at 5 p.m. on Sundays. Essentially, you are talking to strangers, more so with the audio side, because you never know how long until you may get interaction with your audience, right?
Right.
And even with people in the chat, unless we directly see somebody we know in real life, they're essentially strangers, even though we talked to them, addressed them, made jokes, whatever. I've seen them in chat before, but we're still talking to strangers, in a sense. How do you grow something when you're dealing with strangers, I guess, is the better question. Any ideas?
Be a good person.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, that's always rule number one. Don't be a bad person.
Yeah.
But
be a good one, too. Don't be a mediocre person, either. Be a good one.
Well, I think a safe rule of thumb is try to do better today than you did yesterday. If you never forget that, it's like, you shouldn't go wrong. But
I'm going to be puttered out by, like, fucking 39, then.
39?
Like, I can't keep trying any harder.
I thought you meant like 4 minutes into the show and just take a nap.
If I keep trying harder and harder every day, man, I'm going to there's not enough hours in the day now.
To try?
Yeah, to do anything.
But no, I think know your audience, okay? And what I say by that is, or what I mean by that, essentially, do we have audio? Yeah, we do. Okay. I'm just looking at the restream too. Know your audience. Like, obviously we want to meet people that are trying to, do it yourself type stuff, whether it be repairs, making things, playing music. That's who you talk to on your show, is, basically musicians or people in the music scene, music world. We're not going to essentially go out and try to advertise our stuff.
Phil, you're the man. Sorry. I like that one. I'm like totally with that regiment.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not going to totally advertise our stuff in like some book club group on Facebook or home gardening group. We're not going to go through our do-it-yourself.
We should, though.
Whatever. You can if you want.
No, I'm just joking.
But, you don't... If you're mainly focusing on... we'll use some of the chat members, the fixing consoles thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go advertise that in a dog lovers group. I mean, you could, but you want to be everywhere, But you want to be places where you're likely to pull in somebody of your audience, not
Right.
annoying everybody else in the world.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I mean by know your audience. Also, try and think. This is just our minimal experiences, and we're very, minimal in experience.
Yeah, I didn't remember. I just said earlier today. I'm like, we knew like one fucking band last year, right? You know what I mean? But at this point last year, I knew one band.
Yeah,
like I know a lot more than one now.
Something's working.
Yeah.
Also, so know your audience. I had a good point. Where was I going with it?
I fucked it up as usual.
That's all right.
Sorry.
I'll get back to it. It'll cycle back around. It's like
full circle.
Not full circle. What is that? A metronome that keeps time. It'll come back eventually.
Yes.
It'll fall back in time. You kicked it, but it'll line back up.
The Technodrome is what Krang drove in fucking Ninja Turtles, though.
And what was the one in Mad Max?
Oh, Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
Yeah.
There we go. On the road to nowhere.
That's my favorite place, Wayne.
That's where we want to be.
Yeah. Like you were saying about like know your audience and stuff, to grow. So once you get to know your audience, you got to be able to expand too.
Yeah, you like don't ever stop trying to expand that. If you're trying to grow something, if you're only trying to have fun, I guess do what you're doing. Then yeah, do it however you want. But if you're trying to turn it into something,
yeah, but like we did everything ass backwards.
Oh yeah, but that's okay.
Completely ass backwards. Though. If you really break it down, everybody usually has a business and whatnot, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll do a podcast off this." No, us assholes were like, "Oh, let's do a podcast, and then we'll build a business off this." It's just
is there a set rule book to it?
There's not, but I just the against the grain, an extra 76 steps like we usually do is just the way it's got to be, and I like it.
What did we say for that one episode? We do it right because we do it twice.
Yeah, or at least 64 times
or something.
Yeah, but no, it's just it's cool.
And not saying only try and get your content out to like-minded people or people that are into the same thing. But at least try and draw some common lines or connections with the people, If it's people that are doing a do-it-yourself type thing, you may connect with them on that common do-it-yourself level. But, yeah, we're not... this show is probably not going to go over real well with, like, the Hardcore Sailors group or the sneaker types or...
I want to see the Hardcore Sailors group.
Who are the people with the Supreme stuff, the hype beasts? Like the ones that buy all that expensive Supreme stuff?
I have no idea.
I think there's a name for it.
That's out of my element.
But yeah, we're not. That definitely wouldn't advertise the show there. So even though you are talking to strangers, I don't think you have to be if you're trying to get your stuff out to the right people. And what do you think? What do you think's a better method? Be everywhere, or only be in one place where you want to be? If you had to lay down on a bet on that.
Yeah. Wayne, I'm going to say the latter too, just because, I don't know. I've always had a knack for making whatever I'm into or whatever I'm doing just like seem like the most fucking interesting thing in the world. Like just with the punk rock, like I nobody in my entire job at the country club, nobody listened to punk rock up there. Now, everybody, well, like before everybody left, but they all did. You know what I mean? Right. You just make it seem like you get into it so much. And you just make it like it fills you up with so much joy, and you spread it around. Like I don't know, it's a fucking, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy.
It can be infectious with what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Not so much with podcasting because I think it's such a weird word, Yeah. And in a lot of places, it's still a new term. Like what?
Yeah, people think I'm in like this eggshell thing, a pod.
Not true. Another thing, there's the other side of that coin, of how do you like. And you have experience with this. Like, it can be spirit killing or whatever, like with the country band thing.
Oh, yeah, man.
Like, not totally what you're into. You were still trying to play music because that's what you're into. But, don't get stuck into doing something that's not making you happy.
No, because it's a job.
Yeah, at that point, it's just...
It's a job playing music, but it's still a job.
Yeah, it's a vampire sucking the life out of you.
Right.
Spirit killing, soul killing, whatever.
All of it.
Let me get this mic. So yeah, minimum. I wish I knew. I wish I had that point that I lost from earlier. Man, it was good.
Yeah, I bet. I'm sure. You
I should
remind me that I fucked it up.
I should pause it all and rewind. Like we'll black screen. I'll listen to the clip back and I'll know what I was thinking.
When you pause it, you should have a big like cat paw that comes up on the screen.
Pause.
For pause.
Dual cat pause.
Yeah, that'd be so awesome. I'm so lame.
But no. That's winning. Prefer the latter? What does he prefer the latter to?
Like what I said about being infectious. About he's like, do you want to explicitly just show people that are interested already, or do you want people to become interested because of what you show them? And I said I would rather the latter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the latter.
Yeah,
definitely. And still though, just because they're not into it doesn't mean they can be. But if they're specifically, not like have expressed disinterest in something, I would say that's not your group either.
Right.
Like you're not trying to make a call to action to them or cater to that group of people. That could get dicey. I don't know, man. That's my super, super limited experience with it is, and it's hard too, I think, because how do you reach out and talk to strangers? Like when you're just starting, say we never did any of this, and like we're like, let's start doing this.
Start small.
In 2022. What do you do?
Start small.
Start small, one, but what are some ways that you can try to make some connections if you have none?
I mean, with small. That's what I mean. Start small. Okay, everybody, you knew somebody, right? Like, because even with the Buzz, we started with Brad, who I knew. You know what I mean? Just a guy who graduated with. You know what I mean?
In life, right?
Yeah.
Start super small. What about Facebook groups? Because that's a common place where a lot of people go and to advertise their own thing, to get it out there.
I don't know. Dude, I fucking hate Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, it's good and bad.
Right.
I can't hate on it totally because I've had some good experiences with it or got some good products from people.
Oh, yeah, same, but still.
But largely, yeah. I mean, it's not as cool as it was in 2006.
Yeah, nothing is.
I'll say that.
Including my body.
Right?
Yeah.
Just a couple old dudes. Put it on public, who will... Yeah, that's true, too. You never know who's going to check out your videos or your content or listen to something if you're publishing. I'm trying to read here. Sorry, people. I don't put okay, so we got a comment from Philip here. I don't put content out. Not enough hours in the day for me to stream or to edit videos. Yeah, that's the other thing, too.
What's that?
Is getting that balance, because there's a lot of people that, like you said, that have a business or have a job, and they want to share what they do, and they're trying to produce content and get it out there in an online world. And I think you have to be smart enough to at least take a few steps back and look at everything all together. Is it called, one, do you have time to do it? No? Is it something you don't have time? Is it something that you really want to do? Or, okay, it is. Well, maybe think about quitting something else. Do less of something else or quit something. Stop one of your other hobbies to make time if you want to try creating content. That's, one way to go about it. Or is another way that, at least with a few people that I've talked to, is, yeah, I'd love to do stuff, but right now I'm too busy. So I'm going to revisit this at a later time when I'm not so busy, See if I have time when the kids get a little older. Maybe I'll have more free time.
All right.
And that's the other thing. Trying to constantly have the wheels turning with new stuff publishing, new videos coming out, new episodes, whatever format you do, just having that new for your audience out there. I think a lot of that can cause undue stress, not only on yourself,
You've seen me before, right?
Nah. Who are you?
Yeah. Yeah, you think. I'm like, you think, yeah.
But then that just spreads out because if you're in a relationship, you have a family, you have close group of friends, that it can spread to them too, in cause a disruption with at least with your relationship with them.
Yeah.
And like I said, essentially, you're causing chaos in your personal life to talk to strangers.
Yeah, I basically don't have any other friends in my personal life other than you now because of all my time trying to talk to strangers.
Right.
But it's okay. I like the strangers.
I mean, what do you want to do though, you know?
I don't want to sit on my couch and just do nothing. Like,
Yeah, that's not so much fun.
but you know what I mean? Let's like have friends stop over, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to live a normal life, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
I'm trying to catch up here. I got 4 kids. I have no spare time.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, man. Fuck
Talk.
me.
All right. Talk waffle. What do they do? What is that?
I
You
believe,
got these UK terms in here confusing me.
I don't know.
Come on, what is talk waffle in freedom units, not imperial units? All right.
Are they the empire?
No, imperial. Like,
Hey, did the queen die? See, yeah, I thought I saw that.
I'll pour a little blue Red Bull out, dude. I don't think that's quite the size of the pond
Yeah,
that we're across from them. Somebody give me some info here.
Did the queen die or what? Am I crazy or did I see something wrong or did she get evicted or what? She can't get evicted, can she? 'Cause she's a queen.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
It's a bad time to be a queen if she can.
Well, I mean, she was a queen for a really long time.
But no, I think something did happen. But the talk waffle in freedom units, can somebody translate that?
Yeah, and then translate did the queen die? Is anybody out there?
There's always a delay too. So let's keep moving on, man. So
I want to know about the queen though.
it'll come in. It's incoming. What and like you said, essentially trying to talk to strangers can, not only that's the bad way. Okay, it can affect you. Like if you're trying to constantly meet and it's causing undue stress in your life, on a relationship you're in with friends, family. I did translate. That's not freedom units, Wayne.
No.
Waffle talking. Okay.
Really?
Thank you, Pearl. So talking shit, BS. Okay.
Huh.
All right.
What did I see then? Anyway, go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's weird, when you're trying to, because even though you're both speaking the same language, there's just different words, different slang,
Yeah. It's different. It's a different world.
Yeah, and sometimes I need that. Yeah, well, hey,
Yeah.
Pearl's a wise lady.
I don't remember what I was gonna say. That's where I'm at today.
Getting back to looking at the other side of it versus it causing harm and undue stress. None of that. When you do start meeting people or getting feedback from your audience or interactions, because YouTube more so, excuse me, YouTube more so than like the audio show we do. I don't know of any, I think maybe once or twice there's been feedback from the audio portion. And that's just an RSS feed that hands out a new audio episode for download through an app, no matter what platform you're on. It's easier to get interactions on video platform and interact with people. But just the places you can go in life, like life decisions you may make, changes you may make based on content that you started creating. Like hopefully Wayne will come back on soon to talk about everything going on with him, because it's pretty amazing, man. Like, anybody in the community knows, I think he's made a video about it, but it's just, we're gonna have the story told here too, the second version of it, or the not so rough draft, however it will be.
The smooth draft.
Yeah, and just, like, do you think you still might have ended up making shirts if not for the late events of 2019 and then the hiatus of 2020 with the world,
No,
would that have
and my
still,
personal life.
yeah, and with the world and personal life and just doing everything, like the paths that diverged and converged, do you think it still could have led to starting up a business?
No, this me never existed in this entire fucking world. Like this me that goes fucking 18, 19 hours a day, then it's driven to fucking, I don't know,
To
call girl.
do
Yeah,
something?
yeah. And I just would be like, yeah, let's just sit on the TV and watch TV. We'll smoke a bunch of dope and fucking eat food. No, this guy,
You
I'm like, fuck eating. We'll do that later.
I would love to know your, like, and we don't have to cover it on air, but that's the whole, right from the start, at least from your show, I'm like, this guy's just like booking people weekly. And like you were letting me know like 3-4 weeks out, like, hey, this. I'm like, this guy's never done this. How is he booking people? You know? Yeah, it's just, and some people have a knack for doing something. They really do. They can.
You know, and it's a crazy thing for me, dude, because literally, the snip told me this, and a bunch of people have. They're like, you can walk into a bar because they see me do it at Porky's one time, and they're like, you can own the whole fucking crowd in 10 minutes. And I said, but I'm also the guy that if I hear somebody coming up my hallway in my apartment, I go back in my apartment and shut the door so I don't have to fucking talk to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't want to see anybody.
Right.
But like at the same time, I talk to these people, and I'll get you some shirts, man. Oh yeah, hit me up after, Wayne. Yeah, I shipped to Germany and stuff already too, so we can do.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've done international
Yeah,
shipping
for sure.
already.
But yeah, like I don't know, man. It's just it's been wild, like all of it. Like
Yeah, I'm a
I mean,
not so innocent bystander.
yeah,
but
you've
I'm
watched
watching from an outside view, and it's just yeah, it's a cool story. Really cool, man.
Well, thank you.
Wayne brings up a very good point in the chat for audio listeners. You know, I try to state this when we do read from chat, but I don't always make it. I would say for me personally, YouTube has triggered relationships outside of itself, and those relationships I value more than the channel. The feedback is great, but I've taken out more than I put in. Like, I think, very true statement, you know, and not for one person and you know, just in the whole world. I think that goes with anybody trying to create something, because if you're doing anything where you're getting feedback, or possibly where you're interviewing people or forming any type of relationships with people, you are going to start taking something from that. If you don't, like, I don't think you could approach, maybe you can, maybe I'm wrong, I'm not an expert in any of this, but I don't think you could approach this as just an empty, hollow person. Do you know what I mean? And without putting anything into it,
No.
and taking anything out of it, and have it amount to anything successful.
I mean, you go back and look at the episodes of this where when my girlfriend and I just split up, dude. I was just dead here, hollow. Like,
Yeah.
like I was sitting here, like fucking, you know what I mean? Nothing was happening, like just, and then I don't know. We started doing the other thing, and it just became. I don't even know what it became. I don't know. I became kind of morphed into, you know what I mean, this music, not morphed into, because I always was this music guy, but it took over my life. Like all interest I had before, like I lost it all. You know, and collecting toys and all that shit like I used to do. I lost all interest in all that shit. But like the music, like it's always been there. It always will be. So it's like, just put my fucking everything into that. And I want to be around those people. Like that's what I want to do. That's why I want to do this, because that's who I want to talk to.
Right. Right. I think music's an important thing too, not just like with what you're doing, but overall. Like, do you know anybody that doesn't listen to music?
Yeah.
Like, there's probably one or two, people on the fringes, the edge, that maybe don't listen. Like, what's that? You know? But I listen to music. I like a lot of different types of music. Mainly one genre, but I delve into a lot of other stuff that I appreciate, just from hearing it over the years. But I think it's one of those things that can help you if you want to create something. It can inspire you to do something. Or when you are doing something, if you're working on creating, like, you recorded something, now you got to go and edit it to turn it into something else. Yeah, music can totally be the fuel to help you get through that, inspire you to do more, do something. Definitely. But not in all circumstances. Like, I wouldn't necessarily be trying to rock out to whatever,
Yeah.
whatever band when I'm listening to, like, when I'm editing through the audio version of this show. Because when I'm doing that, I'm listening to this for, do I need to cut out any background noise here? Or,
Right. No, I get that.
time
Yeah.
and place for everything. But whenever I'm editing down one of my videos personally, I will throw on, that's when I catch up on other people's YouTubes, which sadly don't get so much editing done, but I start watching other people's stuff because I'm catching up there. But I try to keep throwing weights on the other side of the scale and get it to balance back out.
It's hard. Hey, will you put, Wayne, I'm going to put my email or have Nick put the email in the chat. Just email me at the, whatever about the shirts and stuff too.
The chat?
Yeah, will you throw the Quick Eddie's email in there?
What is it? Quick
Eddie's merch at gmail.com. Yeah.
No. Let me wake up my computer so I have a keyboard. I will.
Because I didn't think about that. I don't really have a way to contact him.
It's merch or merch co?
It's merch. Let me double check. Now you got me fucking.
Yeah, I got you wondering, right?
Now I'm questioning myself.
Do we even know our own emails?
Well, that's not. Yeah, just merch. I was right. Bam.
Can we post links in our own chat?
Thank you, Wayne. Good timing too, because I was starting to run out of work. I just put a post up today about if you need stuff, it's a good time.
It's just Quick Eddie's
merch at gmail.com.
Let's see if that works. There's the
Yeah, Pearl's got it too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So I posted one and she posted one. So you got it double.
Yeah, double whammy.
Hey, there's no capital Q in there, Pearl, but good effort. No.
It doesn't affect it, does it?
No.
I didn't think so.
It maybe in 1996.
Okay.
It would have, but in today's world of when you type in an email address, if it's wrong, it should auto-correct it to the proper format to get it to send.
Okay.
Now, spelling errors, typos, you meant to have an A and it's an S. Yeah, not going to get where you intended.
Gotcha.
But case formats, it should autocorrect. You ever see when people do an email and they'll, like, in your case with the Quick Eddie's merch, say you capitalized the Q, the E, and the M. Doesn't matter. It'll autocorrect to all lowercase.
Oh, you just gave me an awesome idea for a shirt. Good job, dude.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, good call.
Oh, but no, I hate dings when they come through, man. It's just like, is it important? Is there a fire? No, not important. Music. Okay, another one from the chat. It's like we're only siding with Wayne here. Music is life. If you want to feel,
insert emotion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's music.
Yeah.
There's music for that.
Right, and there's literally like for I don't know every mood you're in or whatever. There's music for it. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. No, that's
I can only imagine.
So yeah, talking to strangers.
Got it, man. Thank you.
Talking to strangers, is it good or bad, would you say? How would you rate talking to strangers in this sense?
I love it.
Obviously, if you're a kid and your parents don't talk to strangers, don't take candy from strangers. That's not the lesson we were here on about. No. But that lesson, that rule still applies.
But we just saw, it just happened here right now. Like talking to strangers, like us talking to Wayne, whatever, we just, you know what I mean? Like everybody supports each other. Like, I don't know. I say 100% yes, it's good.
Well, there's an old way of looking at things where there wasn't so much support and everybody was very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still a world where you should be competitive largely, I think. At least this online world of creating content and trying to monetize it in whatever format you will. If you have a business and you're doing a show expanding on that business or trying to reach new clients, whatever it may be.
Yeah. And very true about music can get you out of a bad mood. Like there's been songs that changed my whole fucking day around, like, I don't know. Just hits at the right time. right in the feels, as they say. I think the kids say that now. I'm not a kid. I don't know. Do the kids say that they hit you in the feels now? I think they say that.
It feels bad. I've heard that one.
I just hear them say, "Oh, got me right in the feels," and I'm like, what are the feels?
Or feels bad, man. And then some say it, and it sounds like they say feels Batman.
Yeah,
feels Batman.
Yeah, it's like that. Let's go, Brian thing or Brandon thing. Let's go, Brian. Brandon thing, because they were supposed to be Biden, but it's Brandon. I don't know. I'm not political. I'm not even gonna go down that road.
Yeah, we tried. You saw how smart we were with that one.
Yeah, that was a road that should be unfollowed.
So, yeah.
Let's be like Saran Wrap and wrap this up.
Where we at? Oh my God, we talked that long? That felt like 10 minutes.
I just want to get you your pay before you go to work.
Okay, so wrapping up, man. Talking to strangers in this instance, a good thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. I don't know. I think...
What's your opinion on it?
I think yes and no, because just all the points we brought up.
Oh, the strain on the personal life. See, I didn't think of that. I would say 4 out of 5 stars then.
Yeah, 4.5 out of 5 stars if we can go half stars. Yeah, just because you have to be...
You have to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whether it be a sacrifice of losing a hobby to put more time into something, or saying, hey, I really want to do this, but I don't have the time right now. But because I really want to do it, I'm going to revisit it down the road. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mostly positive, though.
Yeah.
But just also think about how you're doing it, like we talked about in the beginning. Like, what audience is it that you're currently putting yourself in front of? And if it's not somebody that's likely going to be into what you're doing,
yeah, odds are that.
Yeah, they're probably not going to subscribe or come back.
Right.
You know, and I think that goes with anything, you know. I mean, maybe it would be cool, but I wouldn't necessarily put what are the places where you stay when you travel? Bed and breakfast?
Yeah, B&B.
I wouldn't put one of those like as an only exclusive one right in the middle of a big industrial park where there's a lot of noise and machines and ain't nobody getting sleep for miles. Although it sounds cool.
Right, yeah.
You know, unique one-off. It's probably not going to get a lot of people staying there.
Yeah, we're still doing May the 4th podcast. I'm saying it now.
Sure. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, dude, for the Star Wars episode.
When is May the 4th?
It's the 4th.
I know it's the 4th.
It's that right after the
after the 3rd?
Revenge of the 5th.
Let me look up a day, man. Watch it be some crazy-ass day.
Yeah, like Sunday.
That would be great if it was, man. I would totally be into that. What do we need? To look at the calendar, right?
Yeah, the primitive ones.
May the 4th is a Wednesday. So we have to do a mid-Wednesday show. Is that going to be possible with you? I can do it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it.
I can make it happen.
Pencil it in, Phil and Chris too. Yeah, we did say we were going to try and
dude, I'm down.
Get on about it. So yeah, well, I will reach out to Phil and Chris to try and see if they want to get in on that, because you never know what somebody has going on. Like I said, you know. And
yeah, I wanted to know that. I could nerd out for a while.
I think, yeah, we'll wrap there, man. We covered it all. We got a show scheduled we didn't know we had scheduled, but now it's scheduled.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a shirt order, so there we go.
We got to get out of here before this chat takes us down.
Yeah, before it goes sour.
They're sinking the ship. All right, as always, thank you, people. Without each and every person that has ever watched, listened, clicked the link, come to hang out, the show wouldn't be here. I mean, we could broadcast to nobody.
We have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, many times. No, thanks, Wayne. I'll email you too, man. Thank you.
Oh, the chat talk. We're not in on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, people, take care. We're going to get out of here. Remember, new audio episodes if you are that weird.
You, Wayne, that was a nice comment.
If you are that audio person, new audio episodes published every Sunday at 5 p.m.
Yeah, you make it happen.
No matter your platform, iOS, Android, PC, Mac, wherever you want to be, you can subscribe and have the new episodes delivered to you for free. It may help your grass grow and be greener. You never know. Try it. We have green in the logo, so it may translate to better looking grass if you have grass.
Or just stare at the shirt a whole bunch or the logo a whole bunch and then just look at the grass quick and it'll make it. Yeah, it'll happen.
All right, people, have a good one. We're getting out of here. No, how do we do this, Jim?
You hit a button.
Button? Oh, yes.
Later.